two of our CFO properties that are located here in the city of Enugu that you need to buy as an investor before the price increases, because the price is going to increase very soon. And if you're an investor, if you position right now, you're going to make massive return on your investment if you take advantage of the current price before the price increases. And the number one on our list is
Emerald Court Estate. Now, this estate is a wonderful property right here in the city of Enugu. Why is this property so wonderful and why is the price increasing? It is increasing because of the demand in this area. Now, the property is located in a strategic environment
yeah,
in Enugu right now that has government presence.
yeah,
And one of the factors that drive appreciation to the property is the government presence. And
yeah,
if you notice that in that region now, they're actively making that route wider, demarcating it,
mm,
dualizing it,
yeah,
smoothing it up. And people love where they can access.
exactly.
So those that missed out in Independence layout, New Haven extension, are moving towards this axis, which
Mm,
is in the MNA
exit.
axis,
Yeah,
right?
yes, sir.
One of the factors of MNA again is that it has clean water. Apart
Mm,
from Ninth Mile,
yeah,
MNA has accessible water. You don't have to dig so far
exactly.
before
And
you
many
can.
people don't know about it.
Exactly. You know, and MNA has this beautiful ability that it is a mixture of industrialization and residential,
Yeah.
right? So this area is good and developing fast because of the people that are in this axis right now.
Mm,
And Emerald Court is strategically positioned in this same location. In
wow.
fact, it is just 10 minutes away from the airport.
Wow.
So another reason diasporans love this estate is because when they land, they can just move straight to the property,
Mm,
even without some people do not like people to know they're around.
yeah.
They can quietly just drive down as it is 10 or less than 10 minutes
Mm,
from the airport.
yeah.
Secondly, again, is the flyover. You notice that in that area now, there's a 95% completed flyover in that side, which is
Exactly.
called the
Echo
Eco
Binaro
flyover.
flyover.
It
Yes, sir.
is 95%. In the next few days, it will be pliable,
Yeah.
right? Why is that flyover there?
Mm,
Is because of the environment is habitable already.
yeah.
So Emerald Court is in a really habitable environment. It's not in the bush.
Mm,
It is where people are living. In fact, there are people there. That's why the flyover is there to decongest movement.
yeah.
And this is strategic because they put a flyover there and they're walking on the roads.
Mm,
So it's making everything just seamless and comfortable.
yeah.
Emerald Court is a very wonderful estate. It comes to the CFO,
Mm,
which is the highest title in Nigeria, that's certificate of occupancy.
yeah.
And it means security. It means that those key into this estate are secured.
Exactly.
It also has a perimeter, it's already fenced
Yeah.
around the estate, which
Mm,
is also security.
mm,
So you have two securities in your mind for this property.
mm,
Now is the title. Title is securing you already.
mm,
You know that you don't have any issues as it is given from the government. Under the Land Use Act now,
yeah.
the government owns all the land, and the
Exactly.
government has issued you a CFO, which they have told you that this property is bam bam. So you
Yeah.
need to just key into it, right?
Exactly.
So these are factors why this estate is fast selling, why it is in demand,
Mm,
and this is pushing the price increment.
mm,
So anybody now that is going to buy into this current price is going to witness appreciation in a few days' time. So
exactly.
now is the best time to key into this property because when it moves, it's going to a new price.
Mm,
Now there are two sets of people that I've witnessed over time in this industry.
okay.
First of all, are those that see a bright location like this
Mm,
and they take their time.
mm,
They want to over assess the thing.
yeah.
They want to consult everybody.
Yeah.
They want to feel like when they're prepared. And in the long run, when they've done all these things in their mind and they're coming back to the property, the price has skyrocketed.
Mm,
And it will not be again, they'll start having to go back to strategize to buy it.
exactly.
And the second set of people are people that already see the potentials. Because
Mm,
we've mentioned a few factors in this axis, right? That is driving appreciation there, that is making this environment already habitable.
yeah.
And they jump on the offer immediately.
Mm,
This is what they do. When they jump on the offer immediately, all these appreciations that they witness as the property is increasing,
yeah.
they will now sell it to the people coming after higher.
Mm, 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 Mm.
You understand it? They
Yeah.
move ahead in this place that is still developing. The roads, the road accessibility, the flyovers, everything in this region right now.
Yeah.
They secure it right now. They buy a few plots.
Mm.
Then those people that have finished analyzing, when they want to come now,
Yeah.
these ones that have been there now will
Yeah.
now start selling at higher prices through
Mm.
people coming after them.
Yeah.
So what do you think about this estate, Emerald Court?
It's very amazing, very beautiful estate. The demand has been very massive,
Yeah,
honestly.
steadily on the
When
rise.
you were talking, you mentioned about the demand.
Yeah.
People are just trooping in because of the strategic location, how where it is positioned. You
Mm-hmm.
mentioned the distance from the airport.
Yeah.
You mentioned the flyover. And one good thing I found out recently, that's the flyover. You mentioned that it's 95 complete. We
Yeah.
visited there. We saw the development. That place used to be very congested because of the traffic.
A lot of
People who
congestion.
travel to Abakaliki, and
Yeah.
then people who want to go to the Enugu town, and then maybe to Ninth Mile, and then access other states.
Yeah.
Many of them use that
That
route.
answers, yeah.
Exactly. So, but since government started the flyover and now it's almost 100% complete, there's less traffic there, and then the congestion that used to be very serious now has reduced. People can now travel easily to wherever they want to go. And also, you mentioned about the industrial aspect of M&A.
Mm-hmm.
Outside the Ninth Mile, many people don't know that M&A is also very industrialized.
Yeah.
It's also a very commercial hub here in the city of Enugu.
Mm.
We have markets like many markets in M&A.
Yeah.
We have P industries in M&A, Innocent and the likes of them. They're all situated there because of the strategic location.
Yeah.
It is a very serious economic hub. People
Mhm.
are doing business massively there because of the development happening.
That's
I
true.
know that one of the major contributing factor of that flyover is it increases the economic activities. Once infrastructure start coming into a location,
Yeah.
people can easily access travel. Now, maybe if a distance that used to take people like 1 hour to access is had now been reduced like 10 minutes, 20 minutes because of the
Yeah.
flyover. So many people are now coming into that location trying to buy. And this is why investors are rushing into Emerald Court. From Emerald Court to the flyover is less than 4 minutes
Less than.
because of the road, and the dualization is still going on. People are still using it, and on completion, that place is going to be very massive and beautiful. Now, people used to complain that was like before the dualization started. People used to complain that pothole, uh, hold up, traffic, this and that. But now the government is dualizing the road, expanding it. Now people are now traveling very easily. Now they don't need to stay long on the road before they get to whatever they want to see. So that's number one. You talked about road construction, talked about the flyover, and also you mentioned about the title of the property.
Yeah.
That C of O, C of O. I like what you said earlier. You said that all land in Nigeria belongs to the government. It's held in trust by the state governor.
Yeah.
And when government is giving you CFO, it simply means government is the one approving this property. So
Exactly.
it's not like maybe a community just comes and say,
No,
hey, oh,
no,
this
no.
is our land, we want to sell it to
No,
you.
no,
It
no.
simply means that government is fully aware of such transaction.
Exactly.
You are buying knowing that nothing will happen to that property tomorrow. So it's a
Mm.
property that you buy today. You're sure that next 10 years, 20 years, 50 years, nothing will happen to your property. It is a buy and build property also.
Exactly.
So if you're an investor, in fact, that's the major reason why people are buying.
Yes.
Many people who bought into that property, like most of our clients, when we had discussion with them, say, oh, this is very strategic. I noticed that it has a great neighborhood. People are living here already.
Yeah.
Who can buy, and I just have intention of to buy now and then build in the future. So because many of them took advantage of the pre-sale price. So they didn't wait to, oh, let me just wait. I'm waiting for people to buy more when they start building. They understand how real estate works. If you position early, then you can buy. You either resell in the future or maybe still hold your property to build on it. So many of them bought with the idea of buying to build. Some of them bought with the idea of trying to resell. Some of them are trying to resell now because the price have appreciated. And those who are still going to buy now will still resell in the future as development is coming. So that's one of the things I noticed about this estate.
Yes. So I noticed again that a lot of people love to own property that are close to the airport. I
Yes.
don't really know why, but I think the reason is because of appreciation.
Yeah.
First of all, nearness to they can travel.
Yeah.
There's this client of ours that always used to say that her father loved to own a property close to the airport.
Wow.
But
Wow.
due to the fact that he overcalculated,
Mm.
he wasted time. When the airport finished, when they finished the construction and everything, the price of properties within that area became expensive.
Wow.
So the man couldn't buy.
Wow.
So as the daughter grew older, the first thing she did was to run and get that property close to the airport, which is still Emerald Court Estate. You understand? I
Yeah.
love to call that property a bulletproof security property because of the title. No matter the years involved, that property is safe, secure.
Yeah.
Very big. A plot there measures for 500 square meter.
Yeah.
Any structure you want to raise on that property is going to stand firm for years, right? And I also said that there's water there, electricity is present, so it means it's livable. People are living in that whole axis, right? And it's selling off very fast, very, very fast. Now, another beautiful thing again is that all this infrastructure happening around it, when they are completed, the value of properties in this whole axis are moving to a different level.
Yeah.
So you want to key in right now that these things are still ongoing, right? Signs that a property is going to appreciate is factors and infrastructure happening around it. And these ones are clear.
Yeah.
The road that well, isn't it? The airport is there, the flyover is there. In fact, the other mini flyovers around that, if you're moving on that route, you see that they're really constructing some flyovers before the major flyover. Right? So it means that there's a lot of presence there. Not to mention a few that it has some high institutions around that side. There's the core university. It's within that period. It's within that location. This is business for people who think rental income also. Right? Apart from that core city university, if you move ahead further, you're going to meet a nursing school, Peaceland Nursing School. Right? As a businessman, what does this tell you? These students are going to need a place to live. And Emerald Court is less than 5 minutes away. You can buy this property and raise a rental apartment for students of these institutions that will always have students. So at no point are you out of business. You're always going to be in business because a beautiful part about an area that has students are year in, year out, students are renting your property.
Exactly.
And what better property do you need than a property that is very close to these institutions? I mean, from Emerald Court to like Peace is like less than 5 minutes, right? And from Emerald Court to like Coal City again is less than like 7 minutes or like they are very, very close.
Exactly.
So you cannot go wrong investing in Emerald Court Estate.
Exactly.
Checking from the title to the environment, to the plot sizes, to the location, right? To the nearness of infrastructure, everything there's a market in that area. There are churches, there are schools, everything is in this axis. That's why I mentioned the first that those who missed out on beautiful locations like Independence Layout, phase 2, the New Haven extension, this is the next best chance because it's still in this axis and corridor of development. And I'll still keep making the eyes on the cherry that it is close to the airport. It is very, very close to the airport. You can just get up in the morning, just drive and fly out. You don't have to start. So you know that some people, when they go into a city and they have a business in that city, they will want to lodge close to the airport. They always want to stay close. You know why? Because they don't want to miss their flight. So they want to wake up in the early morning and they can access the airport in a few minutes' time. Then imagine you having your own house there, a place you can live because this property is buy, build, live in. Straight up, like you can buy, you can build, you can move in immediately. So it's a beautiful property and it's moving up. So if you key in now, you're going to be welcomed to appreciation immediately. Because from 15 million 450 to 20 million naira is a hell of appreciation.
Exactly.
If you ask me. Right. So you don't need to sleep on this estate as the price is increasing in the few days' time. By the 1st of May, it's going to 20 million naira. And those who bought earlier will be happy because it means that it's more money for them in their pocket. And they're going to sell to those who are coming after when all these beautifications and happenings are done.
Right. Wow, that's beautiful. That's beautiful, honestly. So concerning the price you mentioned, one of the things I noticed, I've tried to compare other property value in that location compared to what we are selling. we notice that our value, the price is lesser than what every other person
Yeah, still very much
is getting.
affordable.
Honestly, that means the property still has still a low entry level for people who are looking for buy and build properties. So
Mm-hmm.
as an investor, you don't want to miss this opportunity. 15,450,000 naira. You just queue in now before the price goes up.
Beautiful part again is that there are amazing payment plans in place for you.
Yeah.
So you don't have to break the bank. One of the fastest and most secure ways to get a property is to access the payment plans. You don't have to stretch yourself. You don't have to be under pressure.
Mm.
You don't have to overthink it.
Yeah.
Thinking is what takes the most of the time.
Mm.
And while you're thinking, property is busy climbing
As you are thinking.
as you're thinking, right? So everything that is going to give you a doubt or a fear has been removed,
Mm.
right? In this property, anything giving you fear, anything giving you doubt, anything giving you procrastination has been removed because this property is safe, secure, heck, it's profitable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's nice. So we'll move next to next property. That's number two. The next property is called Grand Omega City.
Mm.
So the good thing about this property is it's still situated in the same location,
Same
the
as
same as
this.
six.
Yeah.
So it's exactly they are sharing the same features. We talked
Yes.
about the development happening in the location.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about the flyover, nearness to the airport.
Very close proximity.
Yes, other infrastructures like schools,
Yeah.
which will definitely attract more attention. You mentioned earlier that one of the benefits of having infrastructures like schools or hospitals in a particular location is that students will be in need of house.
Always. Like
And
always.
exactly. And the more the university is employing students, the more there will be more demand for housing, that's rental.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're an investor, this is the best time for you. You don't even need
Very
to be
strategic.
thinking about it. Oh,
Very
let
strategic.
me still waste, let me still exercise patience. I will
Mm.
invest later. Because if you wait, the longer you wait, the more the
The
price keep
more
climbing.
keeps coming. There's no better time
There's no better
to
time.
start your investment than now.
Exactly.
Right? So check around this video for numbers showing there. Give us a call and let's help you lock in any of these wonderful properties we are talking to you about right now. As they are increasing in price, right? This is the price alert
Mm.
session, right?
Yeah.
We're bringing to you, one of the things we do best is to let our clients know what's available for them per time
Mm.
and how they need to take advantage of it in time,
Exactly.
right? So Emerald Court Estate is currently selling for 5 million naira.
Grand Omega City.
Grand Omega City, rather, is currently selling for 5 million naira, but it's soon moving to 7.5 million naira, which is 50% appreciation.
Wow. Imagine someone just keying in now
In the next few days,
without stress. Extra
without stress,
2.5 million.
sweet money in your pocket.
Yeah.
Right? It is also in the same neighborhood, like I said, few minutes away from the airport. It has flyovers, it has accessible road network. Right? You can visit the property anytime. And it also have my favorite bulletproof title, which is the CFO.
CFO.
Now, one of the advantages of having a verifiable title is because you can use your property to access funds.
Yeah.
You can use your property to access funds. You know why?
Mm.
It is safe, it is profitable, and it is verifiable. Most importantly, the document is verifiable.
Exactly.
One way people access funds from financial institutions is by having what we call a collateral.
Yeah.
Right? You have a collateral that you can take to a financial institution and access funds. Right? This property again is also very good when you want to save your money against inflation. Now, inflation is the silent thief that is stealing people's money. It is reducing the value of your money that you kept in savings.
Yeah.
If you agree with me that what 5 million naira could buy you in 2024,
okay,
it is not the same thing as 5 million naira can buy you in 2026.
Exactly.
What happened to that money?
Inflation.
Inflation reduces the value of your money.
Yeah.
But if you put a money into a land, this same 5 million naira, put it into this Grand Omega estate. In fact, in a few days' time, you're really costing 7.5 million naira.
Exactly.
What is giving you this fast appreciation?
Yeah.
In the bank, you don't see this kind of appreciation. 50%.
Yeah.
Within 4 days or 3 days.
Yeah.
Your money is moving from 5 million naira to 7. One thing with land investment is that you can never sell it the same amount you bought it,
Mm.
provided you pay attention to certain strategies, right? The best people who take advantage and enjoy investing in land are those who know how to position themselves strategically. There are certain factors you look at when trying to buy a land
Mm.
to ensure that you get appreciation, to ensure that you make profits out of your land investment
Yeah.
and high returns on your investment, right? So, Grand Omega's estate is this property for you. First, it's going to shield your money from inflation. You can, as you're working, you can put your money into land,
Yeah.
and this land give birth to more money for you over a period of time, right? So if you're looking for that strategic place today, instead of Enugu, to put in your money as an investor, you just want to buy land that's going to, you can keep your money with them, you can save them in the land, then this property is best for you because it has, first of all, it has a CFO.
Yeah.
It is in a fast developing environment.
Mm.
This is the Enugu Abakaliki Expressway.
Yeah.
You can check it out. This environment is fast. In fact, it's rapidly developing. In fact, this is the asset that they have the Nigerian immigration right in the
Yeah.
city of Enugu.
Yeah.
It's immigration,
Exactly.
right? So all factors are pointing to appreciation. Every factor in this axis points to appreciation.
Yeah. Yeah. So, just in case you are listening to us, still watching us, and you have any question, please don't hesitate to drop it in the comment section. I will be glad to attend to it. We also leave our contact in the comment section, just in case we want to reach out to us after this live session. We want to make more inquiries, want to get to know more about the property, want to know how you can start investing now before the price increases on the 1st of May. I mean, I normally tell people that if you want to make over 2 million naira in less than 1 week,
Hmm.
in less than a week, Grand Omega City
It's the best
is the
property for
property
you.
that you want to invest into. So, like you mentioned earlier, we have these two properties, Emerald Court Estates. That's the first one we discussed about. Then the second one we talked about, Grand Omega City, and two of these two properties came with C of O as a title document. And we mentioned earlier that the two properties are verifiable just in case you want to run your search. Feel free to reach out to us. We will present to you every document that you need to conduct your search over this property before you invest. And in case if you have any question, please don't hesitate to reach out to us on the contacts we'll be dropping in the comment section. And we hope that you found value in this video. All right, we'll see you in our next live session.
Enjoy a great day.
And just in case, please, we also have videos about these two properties in our YouTube channel. If you want to watch the video, you want to know the graphical representation, everything about these properties, please check our YouTube channel, search for Grand Omega City OWO and also Emerald Court Estates. Thank you for joining us.
Enjoy